Yeah, what is it?
The Femme Fatale.
Oh God, yes, yeah. We talked about Roger Rabbit.
So,
That was such
Roger
a
Rabbit,
huge
the
element was
Femme
Jessica
Fatale.
Rabbit. Yeah, for sure. And
And the
hell,
Femme
I mean,
Fatale can be used so well in a TTRPG because she can be the one who hires the player. So I'm writing an adventure now that's a noir adventure because I was, after writing this article, I was so inspired. So the Femme Fatale could be, she hires the PCs to investigate the murder of whatever, her husband or something, right? So she says she's grieving, but she doesn't look like she's grieving when she calls them in because she's usually the Femme Fatale is very confident and she's sensual. She uses her sexuality. So when the players walk in, this lady doesn't look like she's grieving. She's, oh, my husband. You need to, whatever. You know how it is. You watch a noir movie.
no, you got to do the
about.
voice. You got to do. You got to because when people run this adventure, you need to show them the exact voice that she needs to use. Oh, my husband has passed.
But she's always shoulders back, always very, very confident. Sits down on the edge of the table, crosses her legs, rather than just standing behind the desk. She sits in the front of the desk and crosses her legs. Those kinds of movements, right? So she's using her sensuality and trying to distract the players for some reason, and they don't know why, right? So you can use this character. Once she hires the players, they start the investigation for the murder of her husband. And during their investigation, they come to uncover something about her that makes her the number one suspect. This is a huge thing in noir. The Femme Fatale, always, the reason she's called the Femme Fatale, it means deadly woman, right? Or deadly female, because she has embroiled this detective unwittingly into a huge conspiracy, but she knows more than she's letting on. She knows more when she hires him. She knows more than she tells him. And this causes him problems. He ends up falling for her, always. And then he discovers, right after he really falls for her, and in Chinatown, spoiler alert, he ends up sleeping with her. But then right after he sleeps with her, he follows her and discovers something that he's like, wait a minute. You are the one. You are guilty. And that's a huge trope in noir. She becomes the prime suspect because something gets uncovered about her. Because moral ambiguity. And every character has some type of corruption, some type of trait that makes them not fully good, right? And when this gets uncovered, then everybody's a suspect. Mm-hmm. So,
yeah, to be clear, so because we want to make sure everything's clear what was said here. In Chinatown, he said, "Oh, you're the one." Doesn't mean the Femme Fatale has to be the one who's guilty or the bad guy, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's what Gio's saying is she becomes very likely, or it almost seems like all the evidence
she becomes a suspect.
Yeah. Does not mean that she is the guilty one. She is a primary suspect. Yeah,
correct.
We got to make it clear.
And then usually in noir, the detective discovers that, this flaw that he's discovered, okay, makes her look not so good, but it doesn't mean that she's guilty. So he gets back on board with her or whatever. And then as he starts to uncover the conspiracy, then now he discovers something else about her, and now she's back on board as a suspect again. So it's this constant push and pull of the mystery. And this is why I say that audiences get drawn in and invested so much in noir mystery movies, because they're constantly trying to guess. They're so invested in being right. They are engrossed in this movie. Whereas, if you have I don't know, Conan, right? Yeah, he's going through and you like the character and you like the supporting characters and they're going through, but you can go out and go to the bathroom, and come back 10 minutes later and pick up right there, miss 10 minutes of it, and it's okay. You don't really care. Hey, whatever. It's a movie, and you walk away and you're like, all right, that was cool. But with a noir movie or a mystery movie, you are in there and you're like, the bathroom can wait till the end of the movie, because if I walk out for 10 minutes, I may miss a key clue, that could let me know before everybody else in this movie theater who the killer is, right? Or what is going on. because there's always bigger story. So